Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sometimes a melody provides the impetus for a hymn text. Perry Dimmer, editor of the Songs of Praise, requested a Thanksgiving text from the poet Eleanor Farjeon to the lilting Gaelic tune Bunisman. Morning Has Broken appeared first in the USA in the Presbyterian Hymn Book in 1995, but it was not until Cat Stevens sang it on his triple platinum album, that the song became well known, and as a result, it has been included in most hymnals at this time. This is a rare, though not unique, example of a Christian hymn that received acclaim through the popular media. Eleanor Farjeon was born in Westminster, London, England, and was actually the daughter of a novelist and had around 80 works to her credit. I had never heard of her, but she was well known at the time. She received several awards for her literary efforts, including the Carnegie Medal, the Hans Christian Andersen Medal, and the Regina Medal. The tune, Benison, demands a lesser-used poetic meter in threes. The result, according to British hymnologist J.R. Watson, is a springy rhythm, which you can really hear, and a beautifully sustained poem that makes a delightful and charming morning hymn.
Morning is Broken. The setting is by Joel Rainey. I believe he's originally from like the Florence area, and he went straight from Florence to Juilliard in New York. And I've been in conferences with him, and it's extraordinary pianist, composer, and arranger. So here's his set. He calls it a setting of Morning Has Broken.
Yep. And you might hear it first.
You have to listen.
it,
I know. There you go. Good.
Okay, well, was that not beautiful? Are you ready for a complete change of pace? Okay, here we go. Okay, Kathy and I will be playing a duet for you, which rather unexpectedly combines There Is Power in the Blood with Maple Leaf Rag. There Is Power in the Blood is a hymn written in 1899 by Louis E. Jones while he was attending a Christian camp meeting at Mountain Lake Park in Maryland. The hymn is recognized for its themes of redemption. It has been performed by the likes of Dolly Parton, Marty Robbins, Alan Jackson, Bill and Gloria Gaither, and Mahalia Jackson. Louis Jones was a graduate of the Moody Bible Institute and a classmate of evangelist Billy Sunday. Now, Maple Leaf Rag was written by African-American composer and pianist Scott Joplin. Joplin was dubbed the King of Ragtime and composed more than 40 ragtime pieces, 1 ragtime ballet, and 2 operas. And in case you're wondering, ragtime is an upbeat, highly syncopated musical style characterized by a ragged or offbeat melody played against a steady march-like bass. And you'll easily hear that when we play. Scott Joplin's most famous compositions are Maple Leaf Rag, ironically also written in 1899, and The Entertainer, written in 1902. Maple Leaf Rag was named after a club in Sedalia, Missouri. It was a massive hit, selling over 1 million copies of sheet music and sparking a ragtime craze, while The Entertainer remains incredibly popular, largely because of the movie The Sting. Scott Joplin died in 1917 at the age of 48. While his exact final words aren't definitively recorded, he famously predicted that, boy, when I'm dead 25 years, people are going to begin to recognize me. And that prophecy proved true as his music saw a major resurgence decades later. Okay.
Are you sure you're okay here?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
Yeah.
it. I think so.
Okay. Let me make sure this is the page right.
You sure?
No, I'm not.
Kathy and I will be playing a rendition of the overture to the opera Carmen. Carmen was written in 1875 by George Bizet. It's probably the most performed, most loved opera now, but it wasn't in its beginning. It was written, this is wonderful, opera blends so many languages and things. It was written in the Italian style, meaning elaborate sets, but it's set in Spain and it's sung in French, okay? It wasn't readily accepted because it was a little earthy. You have Don Jose, who is betrothed to Micaela, the wonderful, chaste, beautiful young lady of class and status, but he throws that over because he is smitten by Carmen, who is a gypsy. He falls in love with her as he watches her fight another woman outside the cigarette factory where she works. What's not to love? Okay? So he is smitten with Carmen, and they spend second and third act cavorting around as people of low class do. And then in the fourth act, she throws him over for Escamillo, the bullfighter, because he's a bullfighter. I mean, what's not to love? And so he stabs her and kills her. So it was not a well-loved opera in that when they ever, I mean, usually in opera, the heroine dies of tuberculosis and sings an 8-minute aria while she does that, you know, but she's not usually stabbed and dead. So it took some getting used to, but it is now probably the most popular opera. You'll recognize the bullfighter theme. Da-dun, da-dun, dun, da-dun, da-dun. Okay, here we go.
It is a great opera for mezzo-sopranos. And so there are some lovely parts for sopranos too, but Carmen is a mezzo-soprano. before.
T is resistance.
Four at the piano. I've already
Drama.
filled one bench, so I'm not going that way.
Can't do one hand, that's for sure.
Sleigh Ride was written by Leroy Anderson, one of his many pieces. It's considered his most iconic winter standard and was composed between 1946 and 1948. Ironically, it initiated during a July heat wave in Woodbury, Connecticut. So there you go. Originally, it was conceived as an instrumental piece. It was inspired by the imagery of winter rather than a specific holiday. It was premiered in 1948 by the Boston Pops Orchestra, and the lyrics were added in 1950 by Mitchell Parish. It is consistently ranked as one of the top 10 most popular holiday songs worldwide. Take your picture now. Yes, yes. There's a special ending. You must get that. You just never know where hidden talents are. Oh. Well, how am I going to get in there? My vaulting days are over.
You get very territorial over keys.
My pedaling.